Hello.
Hey friends.
Hey everybody. We are cooking something good for supper.
I know. We're cooking something. We're cooking some stuff.
We are
Right?
cooking some stuff. And you know what the recipe is, Dan?
I do.
It's called stuff. So my mother-in-law found this recipe years ago in a one of those farmers, monthly publications that come out. When you live in the country, sometimes you get stuff like that. And this recipe was in there, and she started making it, and we loved it. And so I got the recipe from her, and it is called, and you can see it was cut out of one of those magazines.
So it's actually called stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's called stuff. So this is a great recipe. It's easy. She used to cook hers in a electric skillet.
My mom uses an electric skillet a lot.
Yeah. So I don't have an electric skillet.
I don't have one either. Can't believe that.
I used to cook mine in a skillet with a lid. That way you can cook it slow and let it cook. But we ain't got time for that tonight because we're hungry. So we are going to cook it in our
pressure cooker.
Yes, quick cooker.
Ours is called a quick cooker,
right.
But many of you might have an instapot. They're all the same.
This is a great
pressure cooker.
Great recipe for the Instapot. I know y'all are always looking for quick and easy suppers or dinners, depending on where you live, what you call it. But quick and easy something to feed the family, and this is it, y'all. It tastes delicious. So our ingredients are carrots, potatoes, onions. What is this sounding like? Ground beef. So already it sounds like kind of like pot roast. It's got the same ingredients, except for it's got
beef,
hamburger meat.
Kind of beef.
Right. So it's got butter and it's got cream of chicken soup.
That's exactly
Salt and
how
pepper.
I would do a roast, actually.
Yeah.
The same thing with a different type of meat that have all the same ingredients.
Mm-hmm. But this is really easy. What we're going to do is we're going to start by putting the butter in the bottom of our pot. We're going to get it melted, and then we're going to start layering our ingredients. So I've got most of my veggies already cut up in the interest of time. But I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting these. I wanted to show y'all this. This is my fancy, dancy crinkle cutter. I've had this thing for years.
See how pretty it makes your vegetables.
I got it from Pampered Chef, and then they took it out of the catalog, and I was like, oh man, I love my crinkle cutter.
A lot of people said, oh man, I can't believe it. So they eventually brought it back.
They put it back, and I'm so proud of them for listening to their customers.
Exactly, right.
But y'all need one of these.
Your cucumbers, it just makes pretty little design.
Right.
Especially if you're making a vegetable tray or something like that.
Number one, it's easy. And number two, it's pretty.
Exactly.
I'm going to try not to cut my finger with it.
Good idea.
It's pretty sharp. But look, it makes the prettiest crinkle cut. These are great for if you wanted to do crinkle cut fries or something like that. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and cut my last potato. So
you notice it's not peeled. You don't have to take time to peel.
Nope.
I did peel the carrots.
Yeah.
But you don't have to
Carrots
peel the
are peeled. Potatoes are not. And they say that all the nutrients or the most of the nutrients are in the skin of vegetables.
True. So and that's what I've always heard myself.
We get in our vegetables, our nutrients.
Good vegetables and good vitamins and all the good stuff that you need.
So I'm going to show you how thin I'm cutting them. About like that, y'all.
That's pretty thin.
Yeah, just thin. So get you a sharp knife. You're going to need a sharp knife. Debbie knows all about sharp knives.
That'll help them to cook quicker too, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want big, thick potatoes.
I'm going to check the butter.
Okay, it should be melting.
It is melting. Almost there.
All right.
So on the bottom of your pressure cooker, whatever style you have, we turned ours on sear so that it'll melt the butter.
Yeah. So I've got a large onion, and I'm just going to slice that just like I did the potatoes. Thin slices.
Again, I'm sure so they'll cook quicker and evenly too when you've got everything cut about the same.
I'm trying to be careful. I'm getting a little reckless in my old age.
That knife does look quite sharp.
It is very sharp, and it's very long. So it's like knife for days. All right, and I'm not going to mess with that because I don't want to cut myself. So there's the veggies all cut up, y'all. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can.
There you go.
There we go. This might be better. So we've got our veggies cut up. So we're going to start by adding our potatoes. Debbie, you want to work that camera? We'll just take the camera over there, I guess. I guess we can. Maybe not too far, but I guess we should have put the thingy over there. But all I'm going to do, and you can take that off of that if you want to. I'm going to layer them in the quick cooker.
Let me see if I can try taking the phone.
Yeah, we don't think ahead, do we?
How about I stop and take the phone off and come on in?
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
Be right back. So we're going to turn this down too, Deb. We need to turn it down so these don't stick.
We will just hit the stop.
Okay.
We're going to change the
Temperature.
temperature and everything when we put the lid on.
The
So put
the
potatoes
temperature. Have you ever heard somebody say temperature?
in. Yes.
My
Temperature.
little youngest daughter used to say that. The temperature. What's the temperature?
So Mo's layering all the potatoes on
layering
top of the
some
butter.
potatoes.
Butter's down first, so everything will stick.
I've got a few more taters. Might have overdone it on the potatoes, but this is a smaller, surface than I'm used to, having a big skillet. Okay, so next we're going to layer our carrots, same way.
Carrots are next.
I'm just going to put our
They can
carrots
go
in
in
here. Happy carrots. Lots of carrots.
We did put a lot of carrots. We felt like it needed more.
We like extra carrots.
The recipe said 2 potatoes and 2 carrots, but we did 3.
We did 3 potatoes and 3 or 4
Oh, was
carrots?
it 3 potatoes too?
I think so.
3 potatoes, 3 carrots.
All right.
And 1 onion, 1 large onion.
So there is our carrots. And last but certainly not least, we're going to add
onion slices.
our onions. Our big old onions. These are Vidalia onions, y'all.
They look yummy.
Compliments of Georgia. Vidalia, Georgia. All right. Now this is going to be fun because y'all aren't going to believe what comes
I know,
next.
this one is a little bit different for me.
Debbie said, "Are you going to brown the ground beef?" And I was like, "No, honey, you put it in there raw." So we're going to add a pound of ground beef. We're
Right
just
on top
kind
of
of
your
crumbling it up there.
Yeah, this is different. But if you were making a roast, you do the same thing, right?
Yep, it'd be raw when you put it in the pan. And y'all, when this starts cooking, that fat from that meat is going to seep down in all your veggies
Season everything.
and season everything really good. I'm not even tall enough to see in that pan. Okay, now we're going to salt and pepper it really good.
Right.
So here's our salt. La la la. I'm guessing about, half a teaspoon?
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff in there that needs to be salted, so.
Then I'm going to throw the pepper to it. Y'all just do it to taste, however you like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to add just a little more salt. Don't tell my cardiologist or my husband over there. All right. Now last, this really is last this time.
What is this?
This is a can of cream of chicken soup.
Oh,
And we're just going to put that on top.
I'll put that in my roast too.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
I normally don't in my roast, but you know what? We make it delicious. I am quite sure.
We need to make a roast. We haven't made a roast on
We
camera.
do. We sure do. I love roast. It's one of my faves. Okay, so I'm just spreading this around on top of the raw hamburger meat or ground beef.
I can't wait to see how this looks when it's finished.
Well, it's going to be good.
So we're going to put the timer on. So put your timer on to whatever your setting is for beef.
Now, we've never
On
cooked
your
it in the quick cooker,
quick
so
cooker.
we're not exactly sure how long we're going to cook it.
So we're going to put it on the beef setting, and we'll check it. But if you were doing it on the stovetop, you would be watching it and checking the vegetables and seeing when the vegetables are tender and when the meat is brown, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so that is all there is to it. We're going to put the lid on this thing. Thank you.
Instapot.
This
Pressure cooker.
pressure cooker. And we're going to let it cook. And I'm thinking maybe, what, 20 minutes, Dan?
I think it's 35 is the setting.
Okay,
but we're gonna put
35 for beef.
whatever your beef setting is.
Okay.
And then we'll check it. So we'll be back.
We
to
will
show
be
you
back for the final reveal.
Bye.
See you soon. It's testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Okay, y'all, supper is ready.
Our stuff is done.
Our stuff is stuffed.
We cooked it in a pressure cooker. So we've taken the lid off. Now, one thing we didn't tell you was you need a little water in everything you cook in your pressure cooker. So we went back and added about a half a cup or 3/4 of a cup of water. And that's because the pressure cooker has to build up pressure. And it's got to have steam
Liquid.
from something.
It's got to have liquid.
To do that. So it could be chicken broth or water or spaghetti sauce, depending on what you're making. So we added some water.
We sure
to our
did.
stuff. And now we're going to take it out.
And how long did we cook? We cooked it 35 minutes.
We used the beef setting, and the beef setting is 35 minutes. I've already tested everything, and it's pork tender, so it's perfect. So we're going to pour it out into a bowl.
Here it is. Here's how it looks. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
But we're going to show
Right
you.
here.
It did not stick.
No,
which I
it
was
didn't stick at all.
glad to know.
So potatoes, carrots, ground
Oh
beef.
my
Remember
goodness.
that ground beef was not
Raw.
cooked?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's completely cooked. It looks like a stew or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's your ground beef all done. Looks fabulous.
Yes.
Look at that. Isn't it
Now
great?
let's take a bite.
Have a taste test.
So Deb has never had stuff before.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how she likes it. Let me know what you think. Get you some beef in there.
Everything. Carrots, potatoes.
You might want to blow it.
It's pretty steamy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're pretty steamy too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take a bite right yet.
It's delicious. You may want to add a little salt. You know, we're trying not to salt as much, y'all.
But that potato was good right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take it quite as quickly as you can.
I know. I do have a high tolerance for heat. I think it's because my dad was like this. When he would drink his coffee, he would put it in the microwave and get it even hotter than the pot could get it.
Really?
So I must combine, honestly.
Man, y'all, that's really, really good. It still
It's
has
so good.
kind of a roast flavor to me.
Grab that camera, Deb. Let's show them up close.
It's so good. So easy, man. So easy. And there's
So-
multiple ways you can make it. We're going to put
Potatoes.
we'll put the directions for a stovetop and for a pressure cooker.
Now, a lot of the ground beef is on the bottom, I think. And I will tell you, when you're cooking it in a skillet versus the slow cooker like we did, or the quick cooker, I mean, the ground beef is more like all covered. It covers it. And then you just dip it out of the skillet. So
kinda
we
got
turned it
messed-
upside down.
mixed together.
Ours is the messy version. But let me tell you what,
Still tastes the same.
it's delicious. And we're about to eat supper because somebody's hungry. Not just me, not just
Not just
Deb.
me.
Guess who? And not just the cat. We're ready to eat.
Y'all try this.
Try it. It's great.